as y'all can see, if y'all can't see right now, but I am recording one of the same videos as when we clutched up as clan members. I'm just doing that one because it's late at night. It's like 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm not tired. But I also don't feel like going upstairs and sending a video to YouTube and then editing all that out. Yeah, I don't feel like doing it right now. I'm lazy right now. So I'm gonna talk about season 10, what's happening. What's all up to date. You know what I'm saying? So if you know anything about Fortnite right now, it's actually there was actually an image of Fortnite on the coming soon. It was an image, and on the image it says think back. So for it to say think back, there were images thought in their head like what's happening is it just gonna be stuff that's gonna go back, or are we gonna see Dusty and other stuff from back then in season 3, like back then in season 4 and season 3 and all of them, and or just see Dusty. So, but there is another thing. So if you look at the second coming soon photo, you actually can see a big construction, like a big monster thing. I don't know, but big robot. And there's actually, if you think there's actually a person controlling it, and if you see there is a symbol on the season 10 there's a logo for the season 10. There's two, but one of them is on the visitor's arm, right arm, upper arm. So for shoulder, right shoulder. So for you to think that, I would think that the person controlling it must be the visitor trying to change everything to back then, bringing it Fortnite back in time. But if you also another thing is Fortnite. If you go around, if you think about it, another theory is the vault is under Loot Lake. Alright? The vault is under Loot Lake. And if the vault is under Loot Lake, and it's strict, and where the vault is where the big ball is. And I'm getting there, and that's why everyone's saying the vault is under Loot Lake. Everybody's talking about Loot Lake. I don't know if anybody's talking about, but I know me and my clan members have been talking about that. So if that, for the fact of that, then it must be to the point where they're bringing stuff back. If that big ball is actually doing it, there must be facts of that. And I'm actually hoping. I honestly don't care if they don't bring back retail or the original Loot Lake. I just hope to God, and I'm cool. I'm kind of cool with Dusty. I mean, after we got rid of Dusty, everyone was mad, but people got used to it. But Mega Mall, that's something that nobody will ever get used to because nobody likes it. It's actually ruins the fun of Fortnite because noobs. I remember them days when noobs, they were like, I want to go to Tilted. That's their main spot where they want to go. But nowadays, people who go to the new Tilted think that they're good just because they go to Neo Tilted. They think that that's the new tryhard spot. They go tryhard just because they go to Neo Tilted. Tilted Towers used to be the hot spot, for tryhard players. But for actual tryhard players and noobs who went there, you would see noobs who go there. Neo Tilted is just people who go tryhard and think that they're good. Well, I mean, they probably are good, but some of them are the people that think that they're good just because they go to Neo Tilted, and it's the Tilted that they don't understand. Half of them weren't there to know the actual vibe of the real Tilted, so they will never know that feeling of what happened in Tilted. They will never know the feeling. They will never know about the meteor. They would never know about the rocket sky thing that was known to hit Tilted. They would never know about any of that. They would never know about it. And it's just how it was. It was Fortnite back then was just the game, no, it was just the game. So for Fortnite. I want. Most likely, it probably will bring back Dusty Depot. There are thoughts that it may be, if it does bring back Dusty Depot, there's a percentage that will also bring back the factories with it. But most likely, if the only thing that's going to be brought back, and it's only one thing, it's probably going to be Dusty Depot. And if anything, I hope that they don't keep Neil Tilted, just because like it's not going to be the same theme anymore, and it's like, you know. But I mean, they kept keeping the snow thing. It's not the fact that, because I just hope that they the snow. There's something happening with Polar Peak. I don't know, because I don't know if I'm up to date. I forgot, but remember there has been stuff happening with Polar Peak, so there might be some up to date stuff on Polar Peak. I'm not sure. Also, there's nothing I changed. I hope that one thing, the three things I really don't really care if they don't come back. I just don't care if retail doesn't come back, Loot Lake doesn't come back with the original Loot Lake. I don't care if Moisey doesn't come back. I'm cool with Paradise. You're cool. I'm cool with the new lake. I'm cool with Mega Mall. They have a mall. They have the houses still. The Loot Lake, the one I actually Loot Lake, I kind of don't like a little bit, just because they messed up the factories. It was cool. It had that and the factories, but when they messed up the factories, it kind of ruined it a little bit. But I'm still cool with it. I just don't like the new Tilted. No, just nobody likes the new Tilted. All these people from season 2 and 3, and you can count 4 and 1, they just don't like the new Tilted, because Season 4 is definitely turning into an OG season. It's definitely a little bit. It's getting there. Season 3, 2, and 1 probably have always been, the OG seasons. Season 3 came a little late. Season 2 and 1 were the specific OG seasons. Season 3, Season 1 and Season 3 was always counted in there. It's just that Season 2 and 1 were always the main seasons. Season 3 was counted sometimes already in there, but it was mainly Season 2 and 1. But the thing I just don't get is, why does Fortnite do this? When Fortnite comes up with an update, for the past, since Season 5, after Season 5, Fortnite has gotten worse. Not combat, not like playing wise, more update wise. The updates that they come out with, they overdo them a little more, to the point where you kind of ruin your game. You feel me? The new what's it called? After Season 6, their updates forced the new seasons have not been as pleasant as you would think. The people are getting hyped for Season 10 because they think of, after they showed the Depot image, it brought hype of Season 10 more because of, they think it's going to be OG. The thing that irritates me is, I don't care if you like that they're going to bring back Dusty. The fact that you act like you were there. If the people who were there to actually experience the bombing of Dusty in the factories, the people that are there to experience the bombing of the jail in Moisey, the people that were there to know the bombing of Anarchy, the bombing, it was just, you've been there since day one, and you've just been there since day one. You know what I'm saying? You've been there. If you haven't experienced that, you haven't been there since day one. I'm sorry, Season 5 has not been there. You're in Season 5, you've not been there since day one. You never experienced any of that. Season 5 is when they got rid of Moisey. Season 5 is when they got rid of Anarchy. And Season 5 is when they messed up. Actually, I can't think of another one. But what I'm trying to say is, Season 5 is just... Season 5 is just... I don't know. miss whaling. And the thing of what Fortnite is doing, it's just me. Is there anybody else notice this? They are only getting rid of stuff that is season 5 or 4 and below. That's all they've gotten rid of. They've gotten rid of Tilted. That's been there since season 2. They've gotten rid of Whaling. Been there since season 1. They've gotten rid of Moisty. They've gotten rid of what's next? They've gotten rid of Greasy since season 1. They've gotten rid of Flush. They've gotten rid of half of the factories that were there. They got rid of the OG factories. They've gotten rid of the regular Dusty Depot, Dusty Factory. They've gotten rid of basically everything that is season 4 and below. They took out the pump, they took out the hunting rifle, they took out everything that people that loved, that were there and supporters. And now all they do is add on what they do. And I don't understand what Fortnite will do. I don't understand what path it is on, but that is the path that it is leading on is ruining its game. The battle pass just keeps getting on worse and worse and worse. The only good skin back in the other battle pass at least had to be the tier 1 skin and the PLE skin. Those are the only 2 good skins. The season 8 battle pass, it was okay. This battle pass, the only good skin is it gotta be. I don't even know. I don't even look. I didn't even get the battle pass because the battle pass this season is trash. Nobody likes it. The only good thing about this specific battle pass had to be the emotes. The emotes were not as bad, especially the tier 95 emote. But the thing is, what Fortnite is doing, I don't understand why they made tier 63 the purple dance. Well, obviously, tier 95 is obviously a more better dance than the tier 63. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna roll the clips. So, as y'all just saw the clips, there you go. Season 10 is being hyped up, and I'm happy for Season 10. Now, another thing that Fortnite will need to change, you already saw they need to change what they're taking out. Their guns that they're adding. These was awful. But before, for the past few updates, they've been doing some pretty good guns. The guns before that, I don't understand what Fortnite. The guns were good. Some of the guns were actually had good fire rate and a good, damage rate and good aim, and just bad. The look of them was just trash, and most of them they were trash guns. I just don't understand. I really do not understand why. I don't understand why Fortnite did this. And the thing is, the fact that they want Fortnite is not going to die anytime soon. And people thought they was going to die. People thought it was because if you were to go on Google Trends, it was definitely on a bad path. It was definitely really on a bad path. And around season 8 and at the end of season 7, Fortnite definitely was on a lead of a bad path. But then at season 9, it started to get back. Season 9, it started getting back on its feet. Season 10, hopefully it gets back on its feet. But the thing is, the thing Fortnite will never beat, and I don't understand why Fortnite can't do this again. I don't know if it's the thing with I think Fortnite got itself stuck in this hole. Because the thing is, the newer people will get mad if you bring back the old stuff. Because they don't know what the old stuff was. So they don't have any memory of nostalgia of the moments. So they probably, some of them will probably get mad. But the thing is, as they change their battle pass, the OG players get mad because the season 3 battle pass Season 2 Battle Pass, and the Nostalgia Season 1, and you can even put in the Season 4 Battle Pass. I don't think they will ever put back the same memories of people after season 9 of season 8. The people would never have the same ever memories of much as they had of those 4 seasons I just named. They would never ever have the same nostalgia. And it's true. It's true. Let me name you if you want to argue with me on this note. Let me say something. Season 6. Oh. Season 6. Who makes a whole season about Halloween? I don't think that they didn't make anything else. They made it about Halloween. They made it about Halloween. And they added, that's what started, season 7. Why would you even add the stupidest, you added the most stupidest thing ever. Noobs were really easily would screw everybody by using planes. They used planes everywhere. They didn't get out the sky, and they only flew till the end of the match until they got shot down out of the plane. They literally, and think about it, you will literally lose games because they will literally fly into you with the plane because they didn't know how to do anything. And it's what I hate. Fortnite only listens to the players who complain but have no skill. They only complain about their things, but they don't have any skill whatsoever to even try to learn it. They complain about it, but try to learn it because they are skilled players. That's what happened with double pump. That's what happened with double every shotgun. That's what happened with almost every weapon that was taken out. Now, Fortnite's a great game. I love Fortnite a lot. I just hope Season 10 can make the best of it. And it won't be a bummer. And it won't be flipping, everybody gets hyped up for it, but then the hype get down. I hope that doesn't happen because, Fortnite, it's a good game. And Fortnite has become what it eventually is. I mean, first, Fortnite, I'm not going to keep complaining about it, so I have one more thing to say. First, Fortnite kept bringing back rare skins. They had a whole flipping spree in history, and I don't know anymore. They just had a spree in history, and they couldn't stop bringing back rare skins. And then next you know it, they just started getting rid of everything that was from a long time ago and keep replacing it with new weapons. And I don't understand why they do it. The thing is, I'm gonna say the new tactical shotgun is really good. I just don't understand why they wouldn't bring back, the purple tech. I think it was just a thing because some weapons were, if they have a different variety of it being legendary or epic, they keep it the same weapon for legendary epic because it's like that same, it's like the more, like around the same more powerfulness, so it's like the same more, burstness, and like the Scar, like the FAMAS, or which was in the game. I don't understand why would they get rid of the FAMAS? Why would they get rid of Hunting Rifles? Why would they get rid of any of this? I don't understand. The only reason they got rid of the purple tech is people complained. They got rid of purple tech because people complained, and the only way that they could make it even and make it even levels, they would make a gray tech and keep up the blue tech, but just change the blue pump to a gray pump and keep the green pump, so it would make it fair. But then, next you know it, here you go. They nerfed pumps because the pumps were too over, because that pump of 200 was too overpowered So then next, we can't shoot 200. So might as well, why would you change the next season of us not being able to double pump? Because you can't do 200. So it would make sense why we could have double pump, but yet you change it. And also, I hate combats. That's all I gotta say. Enjoy the rest of the video. Well, actually, the outro.